Hello there. So I'm going to share with you the expert witness testimony that has yet to been revealed in the Karen Reed trial, that basically what you're going to hear from one of the best experts on technology, and they hired the best. And for the record, it wasn't cheap. So if all you people want to be donating to people covering this trial, please give to Karen Reed, okay? They tried to reduce her bond last year because, they need the money for expert witnesses. Anywho's, she's never asked for anything, but I'm just saying what she's going through. This is the Google search that Jen McCabe did. And for anybody who maybe you haven't reviewed the court records, this is a court record that was filed by the defense on April 12th, 2023. And it will explain basically what you're going to hear in a nutshell, the expert witness. And you're going to hear it in advance because, I mean, pretty much everything that you're going to hear in trial has already been revealed. It just might hear some more details. And we, as non jurors, we get to hear and see everything in advance. The jurors don't, they have to wait through the trial. So basically, there was multiple searches of the infamous, now known Hose Long to Die, and some retyping of that. And Jen McCabe testified untruthfully, in my opinion, that she was told by Karen to look up how long to die in the snow, which doesn't make any sense. Like, why would you type how long to die in the snow? She's got her shirt up in 18-degree weather trying to warm his body, and you're standing here. Why would she's trying to help him, and why would she want to know how long it takes to die? Why wouldn't she want to know, you know, how to help him to live, not how long it takes to die? But it just anyways, that was her statement, that why she typed it. But she deleted the 2:27 a.m. now infamous known research. And of course the Commonwealth is going to lie and come up with their own expert, because the way they look at it, they know. They're just like, you know what? The juror's going to get to decide between the experts, our expert versus their expert, and it'll be up to the juror. They know. They know what she did. Okay. Anyway, so here's the record. Superior Court Department number 2282-CR-00117. The affidavit of Richard Green in support of defendant's motion for order pursuant to Massachusetts Criminal P17 directed to Brian Alpert, Verizon, and AT&T. Now, this is going to go into the detail. It will explain how it's not possible for them to, it just was an open tab. For anybody who's claimed onto that as some plausible excuse of why she did what she did, this will break it down to you how it is not possible that she did not make the post at 227. She absolutely did make that search. This is, again, keep in mind, in case you didn't know, the expert witness who tried to tell people in the world that was a hair on her bumper failed the exam a month prior to her examination. Failed an exam specifically designed to determine whether or not something is a hair. And their DNA test says it was not a hair. So here we have a battle of expert witnesses. So you've heard today just basically discounting their searches. Not only discounting it, but allowing Jen to literally attack an attorney in a courtroom and claim he's harassing her by claiming that she searched that. And like, first of all, he didn't create the record. He just asked for the record. The company created the record. Okay? And the company said that she Googled at 2:27 second 40 a.m. how long to die in the snow. Okay. And to verify, to leave it up to the experts on whether or not, just to verify that that was an accurate record that the company provided, this is the expert witness. Richard Green. I, Richard Green, under oath, do depose and state as follows. I am a data forensic expert with United States Forensics, LLC, hereinafter USF. I am a certified computer examiner with the International Association of Computer Forensic Examiners and hold certifications in cybersecurity, computer crime investigations, and digital forensics and computer investigations AS. The following facts and information are based on my own personal knowledge, and I could testify competently thereto if called upon as an expert witness to do so. I declare that the following is true and correct to the best of my knowledge, and that I have no personal interest in the outcome of this case. USF has received inter alia cell phone data images of 2 iPhone devices which were forensically imaged by the Massachusetts State Police in connection with this case. They have been entered into evidence as follows. USF evidence number followed by description, owner, and serial number. 22-398304 iPhone 11 J. Mccabe, Jennifer McCabe, GONCXFRRN72W. 22-398310 iPhone 11 Okeefe, John Okeefe, F4 GFRBEQN72Q. The data images have been processed and reviewed with Cellebrite Physical Analyzer V7.61.0.12 and Axiom Forensics V6.11. Additional forensic tools utilized include Belka Soft X, Sanderson SQ Lite Forensic Explorer, and CellHawk by Hawk Analytics. All times listed have been converted to Canton, Massachusetts, local time UTC-5 unless otherwise noted. Analysis of Jennifer McCabe's iPhone 11. I have analyzed the data obtained from the forensic image of Jennifer McCabe's iPhone 11, serial number GONCX5RR772W/USF evidence number 22-398304, using the tools outlined in paragraph 4 above. That analysis has revealed significant exculpatory evidence. Search history. In my professional experience, an analysis of the device's internet search history often gives valuable clues as to the user's intent or knowledge surrounding an incident. I conducted a review of the search history information obtained from Jennifer McCabe's iPhone 11 and observed the following significant artifact from the morning in question. Search term: HOS, long to die in cold. I'm sure she meant to mean how long to die in cold. Not how do you save somebody, but how long does it take for them to die in the cold? Date, time, 1/29/2022, 2:27, 2:40 a.m. URL. And here's the URL of her search right here. Source: Safari suspended state tab. State deleted as reported by Cellebrite. Thus, search history information obtained from Jennifer McCabe's cell phone indicates that on January 29, 2022 at 2:27, 2:40 a.m., the phone users entered the following search in Safari: HOS, long to die in cold. A true and correct copy of the Cellebrite information associated with this artifact is attached hereto as USF-01. In order to confirm the accuracy of this search event, as reported in Cellebrite, I independently performed a low-level analysis of the artifact found in USF-01, which was located in the browser state.db-wal, write-ahead file. Write-ahead files are temporary in nature and show the location where data is written before commitments to the main database are made. The particulars of this artifact are as follows. Location: private /vir/mobile/library/safari/browser state.db-wal. Database record ID 4028. Raw time data 665134060.465336. Time converted to UTC Saturday, January 29, 2022, 7:27:40 a.m. Adjusted to local time, January 29, 2022, 2:27, 2:40 a.m. Thus, I was able to independently verify that the time, date, and fact of the search reported in Cellebrite was accurate. Significantly, The Cellebrite analysis further reveals that the 2:27:40 a.m. search for HOS long to die in cold was thereafter deleted by the user. The browser state.db dataset contains information about the open tabs in the Safari application. This allows a user to leave the application and then return at a later time to resume their browser session. The individual tabs can be deleted by the user. Here, Cellebrite indicates that the 2:27:40 a.m. search for HOS long to die in cold was deleted by the user. I also performed a timeline validation of the 2:27:40 a.m. search by confirming that the device was in use at the time of the search. The following artifacts support that user was interacting with the phone during this period. Here are the following facts that prove it was in use. The iPhone was unlocked between 2:23:31 a.m. and 2:31:07 a.m. Text messages were sent at 2:25 second 11 a.m. and 2:25:56 a.m. Two screenshots were deleted at 2:26 second 37 a.m. The search for HOS long to die in cold was entered at 2:27 second 47 a.m. Thus, the data unequivocally establishes that an individual using Jennifer McCabe's iPhone 11 searched HOS long to die in cold at 2:27 second 40 a.m. on January 29, 2022. A further review of search artifacts revealed that the user of Jennifer McCabe's iPhone 11 conducted several similar searches later that morning on January 29, 2022. A true and correct copy of these subsequent searches are attached hereto as USF 02 and include the following: 1/29/2022, 06/23 second 51 a.m. How long TI die in CI KD. 1/29/2022, 06/24 second 18 a.m. HOS long to die in cold. They copy and pasted from the earlier one. I was also able to locate an additional artifact attached hereto as USF 03, which was recovered from the Safari cache records and indicates that the user also conducted the following search: 1/29/2022, 06/23 second 49 a.m. How long does it take to digest food? And here is your very long search link. Deleted call logs. I also conducted a forensic analysis of the user's call log history from the date in question, and analysis of the device's call history is helpful in determining associates of the user, which may be of interest. A user's call history is automatically recorded and stored on a user's cell phone. The absence of recent historical call information suggests that a user has taken affirmative steps to delete the call history. In my professional opinion, the confirmed deletion of recent historical call information suggests that a user has engaged in efforts to tamper with, alter, destroy, and or hide information or evidence. Importantly, deleted information is not always recoverable. The call log artifacts were examined using Cellebrite's physical analyzer and are attached hereto as USF 04. Further analysis was performed with Axiom Forensics, both of which suggest that there were significant deletions of call data by the user of Jennifer McCabe's iPhone 11. October 24th, 2020 to January 27th, 2022, only FaceTime call data is recorded, parsed by Axiom. January 28, 2022, no call log data found in call history .storedata.db main storage location, but indication of calls found in knowledge C database records various user activity. January 29, 2022, 18 deleted call entries between 5:33 second 47 a.m. and 8:50 second 15 a.m. January 29, 2022, the 6:03 47 second a.m. 911 call is deleted, included in the 18 above. Why would you delete a 911 call? Anyways, 1/29/2022, the 6:07:42 a.m. and 6:08:17 a.m. calls to Coco, aka Nicole Albert, are deleted, included in the 18 above. 1/29/2022, the 6:23 a.m. call to Uncle Brian A is deleted, included in the 18 above. 1/29/2022, 8:59, 2:34 a.m. to February 2nd, 2022, normal call log activity found. In this case, I was able to further verify that there were additional deletions which were not recovered from Jennifer McCabe's iPhone 11 using Cellebrite by cross-referencing the deleted call entries from Jennifer McCabe's cell phone with data obtained from John Okeefe's and Kara Reed's cell phones. January 29, 2022, there are 17 calls listed on John Okeefe iPhone referencing Jennifer McCabe's cell phone number. 1/29/2022, attached here too as USF OF 05? Yeah. Only one of these calls is found in the J. McCabe iPhone call history .store data.db, and that particular artifact is listed as deleted, highlighted in green USF 04. I can't believe they put her phone number. They're supposed to redact that stuff in the court record. I'm sure she's changed her number by now, but they're supposed to redact phone numbers. Like, there's not supposed to be. This is public record, right? You can get this. Anyways, 1/29/2022, there are 8 calls listed on Karen Reed's iPhone call log referencing Jennifer McCabe's cell phone number. On let's see, 1/29/2022, attached here too as USF 06. Of these 8 calls, only 2 are found in the J. McCabe iPhone call history .store data.db, highlighted in yellow as USF 04. Thus, I was able to determine that certain call log history and data was missing from Jennifer McCabe's iPhone, which could not be recovered using Cellebrite. In order to obtain a complete accounting of the calls that could not be recovered using Cellebrite, I will need to obtain call detail records from Jennifer McCabe's cell phone carrier and cross-reference that information with the data obtained from the analysis of her cell phone. This analysis may lead to the discovery of additional devices that should be preserved and analyzed. Acquisition and preservation should include potential backup sources such as computers and cloud storage platforms, as well as synced devices such as tablets. Deleted screenshot. In addition to the above data that was deleted from Jennifer McCabe's iPhone, a screenshot of contacts saved as Uncle Brian and described as home number 3 with associated phone number was found to have been created on January 29, 2022 at 6:08:35 a.m. and was deleted later that day at 12:53 23 p.m. A true and correct copy of that artifact is here attached hereto as USF 07. It is noted that Jennifer McCabe's brother-in-law is Brian Albert, whose cell phone number has been confirmed as Location data. An analysis of a device's location data is helpful to determine the user's whereabouts during specific incidents. iPhones store various location data with varying degrees of accuracy. When an application requests location data, the iOS responds with what is known as Apple Location Services and Assisted GPS. Some applications may require only regional data, such as weather applications, and other ones highly accurate data, such as driving applications, as in Waze or Waze. In an effort to determine the whereabouts of Jennifer McCabe's iPhone on January 29, 2022, location data was exported into the CellHawk application. This program allows the expert to filter location data based on accuracy, time, and location. For this portion of the analysis, I only relied on data that had an accuracy of 100 M or better. The following is a summary of location events for 1/29/2022. The timing of Jennifer McCabe's search for HOS long to die encode has been added for reference. 12 a.m. in proximity to the Waterfall Bar and Grill. 12:13:46 a.m. Accuracy improves significantly and indicates leaving Waterfall. 12:18, 2:25 a.m. arrives at the Albert's residence at 34 Fairview. 1:47, 2:17 a.m. Accuracy improves significantly and indicates leaving Fairview. I believe that he died very shortly after, or was attacked immediately upon entering, and then died shortly, or was dumped shortly thereafter. But because the snowplow person says that he drove directly by, and the FBI, allegedly the FBI did confer with his GPS data that he did in fact drive by the 34 Fairview, and he said there was no body there. So he wasn't put outside until at least after 2:30. So, but anyway, so she leaves at 1:47:17, according to this. 2:03, second 13 a.m., makes a right turn onto Lawrence Street. This is the turn before Pleasant Street, which intersects with John Okeefe's residence. 2:04, second 25 a.m., located on Leonard Way, course is reversed. 2:12, second 38 a.m., arrives at Jen McCabe residence at 12 Country Lane. 2:27:40, at 12 Country Lane, search HOS Long to die in cold. So it has her exact movement that she was very well awake. She arrives at her home at 2:12, and then she makes the search at 2:27. And then get this. 5:39, second 10, she leaves 12 County Lane. 5:46:05 a.m. arrives at John Okeefe's residence at 1 Meadows Avenue. 5:52:45 a.m. leaves 1 Meadows Avenue. 5:57, second 10 a.m. in proximity to the Waterfall Bar and Grill. 6:03:05 a.m. arrives at the Albert's residence at 34 Fairview. 11:16, second 03 a.m. leaves 34 Fairview. So she's there for about a little over 5 hours. 11:22:55 a.m. arrives at Jen Mc Cabe residence at 12 Country Lane. Health data information. Data obtained from the health application on Jennifer McCabe's iPhone indicates that her device was connected to an Apple Watch on January 29, 2022, which enhances the accuracy of the health data recorded and provides for a greater amount of detail. A true and correct copy of data obtained from the health application on Jennifer McCabe's iPhone, which was recorded on January 29, 2022, is attached hereto as USF 08. Analysis of John Okeefe's iPhone. This is going to tell you before I show you this, okay? You need to understand this is not revealed yet in the trial. Okay? It has been discussed, but this is the evidence that turned my heart to I just want you to know that I'm the type of person that you should always listen to all the evidence. No matter what it looks like, you should listen to both sides. But when I see something that, like, let's see, if you see a video of somebody and they commit a crime, and then a police officer is like right there and he sees them doing it, and you have that on video, and then he says that person didn't do anything, then there's no trial. There's no evidence. You've seen it with your own eyes. You can't, there's not like two sides to listen to. You witnessed it with your own eyes. And so this is that strong kind of evidence. This is evidence where this literally recorded his every step. It recorded his every move. The phone was on him. Okay? And the only possible way that he did not take these steps is if someone else had his phone and was inside that house. But it shows where he arrives. Now I'm going to go ahead and go into this, because this is like, you can't get past this. Like, there's no case left after this evidence. This is where people need to be protesting in front of the governors and AGs and the congressmen and demanding prosecution of every person who has lied, and collusion by the DA. And that's my spill of the deal, and I'm sticking with it. Okay. Data obtained from the health application. Okay, here we go. I have also analyzed the health-related data obtained from USF evidence number 22-989310, which is a forensic image of John Okeefe's iPhone 11. When a user enables the application to record information, the iPhone's operating system can record a broad range of activity and health-related data. The following information was obtained from Okeefe's health application between 12 a.m. and 6 a.m. on January 29, 2022. At 12:11:09 a.m. to 12:21:05 a.m., he went 170 steps, which is approximately 99.6 meters, 326.77 feet. Okay. Let me go down. At 12:21, 10 a.m. to 12:24, 22 a.m., he walked. This is, keep in mind, go back and look at Jen McCabe's text messages when she saw that he was there, the time that he arrived. This is when he arrives. He is now at the residence. He walks 80 steps, 87.74 meters, 287.86 feet. From 12:21:14 a.m. to 12:24:37 a.m., he ascended. And then descended 3 floors. He ascended and then descended. So he must have went upstairs, then went back down, and then went back down to the basement. 12:31:56 a.m. to 12:32:16 a.m., he went 36 steps. This is after 12:31. Keep in mind, she's already dropped him off, okay? 12:32:16 a.m., 36 steps, 25.46 meters, 83.53 feet. Notably, although the time ranges indicated above record total steps and or elevation during the relevant time periods, it is impossible to determine whether the steps taken and or elevation gained was recorded during the entirety of that time period or for only a portion thereof. A true and correct copy of the analysis of Okeefe's health data recovered using Axiom is attached hereto as USF 09. I subsequently analyzed the location data associated with Okeefe's iPhone. iPhones store various location data with varying degrees of accuracy, as explained in paragraph 12 above. In order to analyze the location data associated with the case, the location data was exported into the Cellhawk application. This application allows the expert to filter based on accuracy, time, and location. For this portion of the analysis, I only relied on data that had an accuracy of 100 m or better. Based on my analysis of the location data obtained on Okeefe's cell phone, it appears that the first location ping in the neighborhood near the Albert residence occurred at 12:19:33 a.m. Now keep in mind, that's consistent with the text messages that was going on. Remember? Go back and look. Location data indicates that Okeefe arrived at the Albert residence at 34 Fairview at 12:24:28 a.m. Now look at the one above at 12:31:56 a.m. Okay, this time period is limited. It had to happen after 12:31. He was walking. He walked 83 feet, people, after he got out of the car. Okay, here we go. Conclusion. In order to properly investigate Okeefe's death and recover critical information surrounding what transpired on January 29, 2022 and the days thereafter, I will need to obtain substantive text and or iMessage communication, search history, web browsing history, location data, and or cell phone data that may have been deleted during the relevant time period by the individuals in question. I can only obtain this information by creating a proper forensic image or extraction of the cell phones themselves or any potential backup sources such as computers and or cloud storage platforms, as well as sync devices such as tablets. Once I have created a forensic image of the devices and or data, I can run various tools and conduct a forensic analysis of the information to obtain the critical information outlined above. So you see why there was a flurry of people getting rid of their phones. Okay. You understand now? But nonetheless, this is sufficient evidence enough, and especially the Google search. Furthermore, cell phone carriers independently maintain call details, and also they have resisted. If you go back and look at the pretrial motions, they have resisted and resisted and resisted on, giving them what they've requested. Anyways, furthermore, cell phone carriers independently maintain call detail records, including call records, SMS text, and MMS records, and data usage records, cell tower, and cell phone location information, subscriber information associated with the customers. The cell phone carrier records are necessary to independently establish whether any substantive communication may have been missing, deleted, or are otherwise unrecoverable using forensic tools to analyze the devices themselves. They can get stuff years later. And the thing about when I said about the Ring camera The Ring doesn't like store a delete history log. But when you delete something from your phone, you can determine